Good evening. Here with Blueprint Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G. Ahinda groups comprising of SC, ST and backwards are up in arms against the Congress government in Karnataka. These groups have alleged that 25,000 crore rupees for the welfare of the community have not been released. The marginalized groups in Karnataka who rallied behind the Congress party and have campaigned in the last election feel betrayed. After coming to power, the Congress government has prioritized guarantee schemes for them. And in fact, their charge is that these guarantee schemes have not been prioritized, and they say that the government has cut funds allocated to the Dalit community. Backward classes and progressive groups are angry over the state government that promises in the manifesto only 3% have been fulfilled. Dalit groups have gherao Karnataka Minister Zamir Ahmed Khan at Dharwad. The minister was on a district tour when he was gherao. He was even forced to step down from his vehicle and take the memorandum promising to resolve their demands. Listen in to the war of words.
We have been raising voice and fighting for the whatever the groups or the communities have been neglected by the communities. But once the Congress government coming into the power, we find him and the government as well completely neglecting these groups which are responsible for those people to come to power. The problem is these people show so much of amount of money through the budget, but whether these people are spending that amount exactly on these people, if you see, no, because in the last 9-10 years after this act coming into existence, up to now almost 75 to 80,000 crores have been misused.
Both of these two parties have failed, and also the JDS is also sinking strongly and is aligned with the BJP. What we need is an alternative ideological vision and an alternative mobilization, and that alternative mobilization is built on equality, justice, and the Constitution's preamble. Congress has kind of built a narrative that BJP is against the Constitution. We hold that BJP, Congress, JDS are all kind of undermining the tenets of the Constitution. If anybody upholds the Constitution, it is us equalitarians, what we say Buddha Basva Ambedkar in Karnataka, Ambedkar Periyar Kanchiramites. We build a transformative movement for equality.
What is the rate of wages you are paying? 8,000, 6,000 when they demand for higher wages? The government is not there. Virtually this government is not working for the working class. OBCs and Dalits have demands, have grievances. They have to fight, they should fight. Because there is a change in government, they can't keep quiet. Therefore, the fight by Dalits against this government based on certain concrete demands is justified.
The Congress leader suggests that a conspiracy is being plotted against Siddaramaiah involving the misuse of constitutional offices, including Raj Bhavan. Ahinda groups have backed Siddaramaiah since 2005 to 6, when his participation in the rallies took place.
Since from the first day of this government coming to power, I am protesting against their activities. Totally anti-Dalit activities they are practicing, Congress party, and even Siddaramaiah and some of the Dalit community ministers also. Even in the house also, I raised the question, so diverting the 25,396 crore of SCP TSP amount also.
This is politics, this is conspiracy against the Congress party. The government, and particularly the leader, Mr. Siddaramaiah, who brought in the act to reserve the budget in proportion to the Dalit population in Karnataka, is a revolutionary act. Nobody has done that. We are the second state to come up with an act like that. So when we have reserved 21% of the total budget itself for the welfare of the Dalit community, where does this acquisition stand? This is a political acquisition. In background, BJP and Sangh Parivar is working.
All right, let's take this across to our guest now. Joining us live is GS Prashant, BJP spokesperson. Also with us at the moment is Advocate Hariram, who's the state convener of the Ahinda Sanghatanegala Okkoota. We also have Dr. Nikul Patel, leader of the Congress party. Joining us also at the moment is Pankaj Sharma, political analyst. Pankaj Sharma, it's a very, very important caste grouping in Karnataka, one that has played a very, very important role in the success of the Congress party. Today, they are out on the streets, they are protesting, and they are saying that our guarantees are not being fulfilled. Why is that the case, sir?
No, it is wrong and misleading to say that the fund meant for Dalit welfare has been diverted. This is not a diversion. Karnataka government has allocated little more than 39,000 crore rupees for guarantee schemes. Around 10,000 crores from SC/SCP fund and around 4,000 crores from TSP will be utilized for fulfilling the guarantee schemes. So how can you call it a diversion? It is well within the confines of the fundamental spirit of SC and tribal sub-allocation plans. BJP is unnecessarily playing politics on this issue. Actually, one must realize that first of all, it is the Karnataka government which made this law about SC/ST sub-plan. Karnataka was the second state after Andhra Pradesh to introduce the SC/ST sub-plans law in 2013. Let the center and BJP-led state introduce a similar law. There are 1.3 crore SC/ST beneficiaries under the guarantee schemes in Karnataka. So if 1/3 of the sub-plans money is being utilized for guarantee schemes, where is the diversion of funds?
Sir, the point being made is that it's been over a year and quite a few months over a year since the government was elected. The total funds being diverted, being allocated for these schemes are about 3 to 4% from my understanding of the reports that are coming in there. But let me bring in the BJP on this. Since you've taken the BJP's name, GS Prashant, you're unnecessarily politicizing this issue. It is wrong to say that funds are being diverted from Dalit schemes, is Pankaj Sharma's statement. Please respond to him.
Madhav, the factual inconsistencies and the fallacy of the statement of the Mr. Sharma is that just because you have 1/3 population or 20% as Dalit, you cannot now say funds which are earmarked for everybody, you will separate into Dalit fund and non-Dalit fund. No, that 25,396 crores was earmarked only for SC/ST welfare and not for guarantees. That is point number one. And the other point of Congress being anti-Dalit, the issue is not today. The issue starts with B.R. Ambedkar and what Congress did to Ambedkar. They ensured that he lost elections. They did not give him a proper burial. That's first stage with Ambedkar. Then, after Nehru and Lal Bahadur Shastri, who should have claimed the PM's post? Babu Jagjeevan Ram, one of the tallest Dalit leaders. He was not made. In fact, then the dynasty politician Indira Gandhi becomes the prime minister. Come to the state politics. In 2004, when Congress formed the government, who was the senior most Congress leader? Who was the Congress president then? Mallikarjun Kharge, Dalit. Was he given the position? No. In 2013, under whose leadership did Congress win? Parameshwara. Siddaramaiah ensured that Parameshwara lost the election because we knew that Siddaramaiah comes from an anti-Congress background. He later on came into Congress. He ensured that Parameshwara lost the elections. And now, when Siddaramaiah is facing the heat of Muda allegations of having acquired illegally 14 sites, let him resign and make way for a Dalit CM. He is not going to do that. Especially, let him make Kharge the CM if required. So, Congress has been anti-Dalit ever since independence. So, therefore, Congress has no moral right to talk about them being pro-Dalits. And more so, this SCP-TP funds, it's a blatant lie that you can use it for guarantees. You cannot. In fact, Siddaramaiah in the last year's budget said that he wants to bring in abolish 7D, which empowers them to utilize the SCP-TP funds for others. He has not so far done that because he wants to use this money earmarked for SC/STs for his guarantee schemes. That is not the earmarking was meant for. So therefore, it is very clear that Congress is definitely anti-Dalit. And we can
okay,
prove it.
Let me bring in Nikul Patel. Nikul Patel, the track record of Congress as far as the Dalits are concerned is checkered. We've seen what's happened with Babu Jagjeevan Ram. That's the argument coming in from the BJP. But let's look at the pictures that are there. The way that the protests are taking place as far as Zamir Ahmad Khan is concerned, who's a minister, very clearly, I mean, this is not just an issue related to BJP. And we have, in fact, a panelist also who represents the state Ahinda Okkoota. And this is an issue which various groups are talking about, and that's why they're on the streets protesting. Nikul Patel.
See, firstly, my friend is telling of Jagjeevan Ramji. I would like to make him know that in Vadodara, Bharatiya Janata Party had put his statue on one, we can say that, storehouse. It is not on to the road or somewhere. So they don't want to let us know that what we respect. You are not even respecting anyone in the entire country before 2014. Before 2014, they don't respect anyone. They only see that after 2014, everything is there. Now, regarding Dalit, I would like to say the Congress is the government which has always looked into the larger interests of the people who are socially and economically as well as Dalits. Because if you see the policies which are framed by the Congress right from the independence have brought them to the level into the mainstream of the society. Now, coming to the Karnataka, I would like to say the Karnataka budget outlay is around 3 lakh crore, and out of that for the schemes that is 52,000 crore is a separate budget, and there is no effect to any of the budget that is leading to the development of the Dalit SC and ST. We can rightly say that they are getting whatever they want. Out of this 50,000 crore what is for schemes, they are also being beneficiary, and that is apart from what they are getting. So I would like to say it's just a gimmick that Bharatiya Janata Party wants to portray to the people of Karnataka. It's a strong government. Siddaramaiah is backed by Ahinda Group, and we are there to go for next 5 years, and we promise the Dalit people that don't get into the words of this Bharatiya Janata Party. They want to just let you know that we are anti, but we are not anti. You can see the history, you can see the present, and in future also we are with you.
Explain the history, Mr. Nikhil
Right.
Patel.
One second. Let me just come in. I want to bring in Advocate Hariram because he's representing this Ahinda Sanghatanegala Okkoota. Mr. Hariram, is this just a campaign of the BJP? Is it nothing but politics that we are seeing? Or is there some merit in the claim that the government has not fulfilled its promises when it comes to guarantees for the Dalit groups?
We, especially the Karnataka Ahinda Sanghatanegala Okkoota, recently on 28th, we had Congress Hatao, Dalit Bachao program in Bengaluru. We are not aligned with any political party. We are completely an independent social organization. And as our friends were talking about, I think both the Congress as well as the BJP, both do not have any moral right to speak about the Dalits. That is especially, we know that in the last two budgets, Mr. Siddaramaiah is able to loot almost 26,000 crores, which was meant for the development of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, that is SCP and TSP. And even earlier, when the BJP was in power, Mr. Govind Karjol, he was able to loot almost 19,000 crores. So this is an exercise done by all the political, irrespective of parties. All the political parties have been doing the same. I'm one of our friends. Please let me talk. Please let me talk.
Okay. Prashant, let him make his point. You can respond to him because he is raising questions of both the Congress and BJP. Let him make his point. He's representing the Ahinda groups which are protesting.
And not only that, especially one of my friend was the Congress person. He was saying that we have not diverted the funds we have been using for the guarantees. See, the guarantee is not a program which is specially meant for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. It is general program. And even when the Siddaramaiah before the election was talking about the guarantees, every one of us asked him, where are you going to get the money? So he told that I have presented so many budgets, I know how to get the money and things like. But we did not know that the Congress is going to pickpocket the money of the Dalits. See, this SCP and TSP fund is specially, it is supposed to be used for the educational and economical development of that is the asset creation for the Dalits. But it has not been utilized by any government in the last 10 years, 9-10 years from since the act has been introduced. Out of 2.5 lakh crores, more than 80% of the funds have been diverted. 80% of the funds have been diverted. And earlier, before the government came into existence, the Siddaramaiah promised us that the funds which have been diverted, it is going to be stopped by removing that article, the 7D, 7C, 7D and 7C. But still, the Siddaramaiah government, as our Congress friend accepted, they are diverting that for the guarantee programs. Now, let me ask a question. If you are using the SCP, TSP for the guarantee program, then where are the money you are getting for the other communities who have been benefited from that guarantee schemes?
I think those are some very, very pertinent questions. You have summed it up very well, Advocate Hariram. And I want Pankaj Sharma to respond to this because Pankaj Sharma, These are anguished cries because these are promises that have been made that are not being fulfilled. Clearly, the burden of the guarantees is too much for the government coffers even to fulfill the promises when it comes to the Dalit groups, number one. And number two, is this the same party that had stalwart leaders such as Devrajars who have led social reform movements in Karnataka? Many would say that perhaps that doesn't seem to be the case, judging by what's happening on ground in Karnataka. Pankaj Sharma.
See, in these guarantee schemes, more than 1.3 crore SC, ST beneficiaries are there. It's for general people, but then 1.3 crore SC, ST people are there. So, you know, all this humbug is for propaganda purpose, nothing else. Dalits would be benefited under these schemes.
Sir, 3% of the money is released and you're saying that 1.3 crores people are benefited? 3%.
Madhav, let them answer about the Maharshi Valmiki corporation
See, my
scam.
question. Sir,
1 minute. I want Advocate Mahesh to respond to that. Advocate Hariram, beg your pardon. Advocate Hariram, 1.3 crore beneficiaries are there. Why do you complain?
No, you're saying that the Dalits are also being benefited from the guarantee scheme, so we are using the money. Now, please let me ask you. Then where is the money coming from? For example, the Brahmin, the Wakaligas, the Linga, or other caste groups. All the caste groups get these guarantees, and where are the money you're getting from those caste groups? Whether you're getting the money from the Brahmin Development Corporation for the Brahmins, the Wakaliga Development Corporation from the Wakaliga Development Corporation for the Wakaligas, and the same thing for the Lingaites. You are not getting the money. See, that is a general scheme. And not only that, it was a popular program which you introduced for the election purpose. And you told that the money which we are going to get for that is going to be separate.
Right.
I mean, the money, I know how to get that money. We thought he is going to get it through
Pankaj
the
Sharma.
taxation policy.
Pankaj Sharma, promises have been made. Now they will have to be fulfilled. One by one, please. One by one. Pankaj Sharma.
At least the money is being utilized. Can you please tell us that in how many BJP states, how much money is unspent under SC/ST sub-plans? Thousands of crores of rupees are unspent in BJP-ruled states. SC/ST sub-plans money is not being utilized in BJP-ruled states.
GS Prashant. GS Prashant, questions also coming of the BJP, allegations coming in of Mr. Kaurjol's time as minister. Please respond to all those points. And he says that you have not spent the Dalit funds in various other BJP-ruled states. Please respond to Pankaj.
Firstly, apart from this 25,396 crores which has been diverted, which Congress has accepted, the Maharshi Valmiki corporation scam of 187 crores, Siddaramaiah on the floor of the House says, look, it may not be 187 crores, but admit that 89 crores has been siphoned off. Which means on the one hand, they use 25,396 crores of SC TP funds, and then they siphon off hundreds of crores for the Telangana election there. And if you inquire with the Telangana parties there, the BRS there, which is not, again, a BJP party. So it's opposition there, and they always are up in arms saying that this money has been used for Telangana elections. So Congress systematically has undermined the usage of funds meant for SCs, and they have diverted for their pleasures apart from their guarantee schemes. What else explains that? One of the sitting ministers has resigned on that, and therefore they have no moral right to talk about them standing up for the upliftment of poor, downtrodden and Dalits. Whereas BJP, on the other hand, especially from Modiji's leadership, you take his own example, an ordinary person belonging to who's a OBC, now has become Prime Minister because the vision is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas.
Okay,
and therefore,
but
we ensure
Dr.
that
Nikhil Patel,
everybody
respond to
gets the
that.
benefit.
Respond to that. We have given space to leaders who have come from backward classes, and that is in fact what we are practicing. That is a statement coming in from GS Prashant. Would you like to respond to him?
The Gujarat state, I would like to say, Amarsi Chaudhary was the first chief minister scheduled tribe. We have given space to everyone in the country and every representative. सबका साथ, सबका विकास. मेरे मित्र बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन उनका खुद का वो देखे. अभी बात करते हैं, when we talk of Siddaramaiah ji, he is with Ahinda people since long and had worked a lot for these people. I don't understand that he can make or he can discriminate with them. He is the person who has always been with him, and they are the people who, with the help of whom
Ahinda wale panel mein, sir.
I don't understand.
You can ask the Ahinda person who is on the panel. Advocate Hariram is with us on the panel. Please ask him.
Siddaramaiah had done a lot.
Perhaps that's the reason why they are upset.
Why are you upset? I don't understand.
No, you will not understand. You will not understand the problems of Dalits. you don't understand the problems of Dalits because you are not concerned with the Dalits, because you want only the votes of Dalits, where 67% of the Dalits have voted for the Congress, in the last election, and because of them, they have come to the Congress has come to the power. But you have been continuously denying the opposition. For example, see, if you look at the purpose of the act, see, please, I'll read out the purpose of the act. See, please look into that, why the SCP and TSP has been brought. See, number one, it is to reduce the poverty, unemployment, and the creation of productive assets and the human resource development, and to develop the provision for physical and financial security. So that means this SCP, TSP, the act was brought just to see that the economic and educational development of these communities is improved. But it is not, the money is not meant for the popular programs which the government talks about.
You know, promises have been made. One thing is very clear. Whether it is the Ahinda group talking about the track record of the BJP or of the current Congress government, perhaps there's room for improvement on all sides. But the point being made over here is this, that currently they are saying that there were promises that were made to them that were specifically left unfulfilled. And that's why they're on the streets protesting. We'll have to see what action is further taken from here. GS Prashant, Anurag Naidu, Advocate Hariram, Dr. Nikul Patel, Pankaj Sharma, thanks so much for joining us this evening.